You're watching the News Hour Special Edition.
Welcome back. 12 patients died due to lack of oxygen in the Batra hospital in the national capital. Now, following this, several hospitals have been sending out SOSs as far as the dwindling oxygen supplies are concerned. Unfortunately, all that we are seeing in the national capital is a political blame game, with the Delhi government saying that the centre had not fulfilled its allocated quota of oxygen for the past several days.
You're watching the News Hour Special Edition, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
I want to begin with Dr. Bagai, who's been the CEO of Batra Hospital in the past. Dr. Bagai, I'm sure this must be an absolutely shattering moment for you, because you would know the staff who are there, you know the situation on ground. You know, this is how things have come to a pass in the national capital of the country, where for the past 12 days, patients are gasping for oxygen. People are literally dying because they are not able to breathe.
Good evening, Madhav. Again, good evening, everyone. I think I'm sad, I'm distressed, I'm annoyed with myself, with the set of events that are happening. Great hospital, Batra Hospital, one of the oldest private hospitals. It's a 500-bed plus hospital with great critical care facilities. And for it to be languishing without the most essential backbone of critical care is an oxygen supply is really, it's really bad. What happened today is we lost again a lot of precious lives because of lack of oxygen. I'm not even for a minute saying that these lives could have been saved or not been saved with the presence of oxygen, but we cannot play God. As doctors, we don't play God. As doctors, our karam is to try our level best till the last minute and beyond that last minute too. But also to lose one of the most brilliant minds in gastroenterology, one of my very close friends and professional colleagues. I will not take his name, but to lose a doctor who contracted COVID in the line of duty, and then to lose him because of lack of oxygen, it leaves a very piercing arrow through the heart. Sometimes you have loss of words. I didn't even have the courage to pick up the phone and speak to his wife today. I mean, I'm really sad. These things are what we call in medicine is never to happen in us. Now, whether it's the state or center, really, I think that issue needs to be resolved on an ASAP basis. All what our training and our job is to save lives. We can't do that if you don't give us the essential supplies, which is critical. It should be taken for granted. I was also surprised that one of the state ministers in Delhi said that when it's about to finish, you give a ring. It's not finished as yet. In one of the channels. I think that's unfair, because we cannot look into an oxygen tank and say that 10% from MP and I'm going to give a ring in the next 10 minutes.
Close the door. Baba, close the door.
Right. I believe MC Abbas is also joining us. MC Abbas, I would just request you to mute your audio, because we could just hear some voices coming in from that side. But, you know, in this very, very somber moment that we are discussing, the unfortunate events that are taking place in the national capital, I want to ask Gopal Agarwal. Gopal Agarwal, these are questions that are coming in from the High Court. Today there was a hearing. You would also be aware of what transpired over there. And I'm just going to read out what the High Court has said. Water has gone above the head now. We mean business. If today's order isn't implemented, the concerned authority must be present on the next day. We will consider issuing a contempt notice. Supply 490 metric tons by whatever means required. And the major point of contention over here, Gopal Agarwal, is that even the courts now, the same courts which have criticized the Delhi government, are now raising questions of the central government as to why the centre has not been able to fulfill the allotted oxygen for the national capital.
Madhav, I'm deeply pained by the incident today at the Batra Hospital, and earlier also there are certain incidents like this, and which are very emotionally very distressing. And I stand with the Batra Hospital and their patient release, etc. But what I would like to say is, in the court cases, you have to understand that there are certain observations and there are certain orders. And then in the observation also, you cannot just take out some portions. You have to go, it is a 7 days court case which is going on. There you have to take into consideration earlier observation also. the first or second day observation was, if the central government has responsibility of allocation. I don't say that center has no responsibility in this crisis. We are taking the blame and we are taking the responsibility, accountability, whatever is done in this crisis, we take that responsibility. But we also have to, when we are fixing the accountability, we'll also have to look into what is the responsibility. The first observation by the High Court was that the state cannot expect that once the oxygen is allocated to the state chief secretary and the chief minister will just sit in his room and expect the oxygen supply to be at his doorstep. And then do they have a plan of distribution? Do they have a helpline?
No, Gopal Agarwal, let me just stop you here, because we have raised questions of the Delhi government on this channel each and every day that the court has made these observations. I want to ask you, I'm going to come back to you, but I want you to answer the question that the High Court has raised. High Court has today said, and every day of hearing that the Delhi government has criticized, we have reported on, and that's why I'm asking you, sir. High Court today says it falls upon the centre to arrange tankers as well. If not, it is only a paper allocation. These are questions that the High Court is raising of the centre, sir.
No, Madhav, you tell me, what is the responsibility of the centre? Allocation, the tanker, etc., the centre is doing. But the centre also has to look after the 36 states and union territories. The total oxygen demand has suddenly shot up by more than almost from 750 metric tons per day to almost 7,500 metric tons. So the center is making arrangement, allocation, but the importance is that cryogenic tankers also are being imported, airlifting by the Air Force is being done, oxygen express are there. If the center is not doing anything, you can blame. We take our part of the blame. But the state government, particularly in Delhi, has completely failed. You cannot deny that. And then if you say that, if I say because I am a BJP person, then I am doing politics. I live in Noida. I know INOX has given a press release 2 days back that 200 metric tons has been allocated.
The question is that even if the Delhi government has failed, it is now 12 days. We need to address this problem on a war footing, sir. We cannot allow for people to die like this. It is more than 12 days since this oxygen crisis is going on in the national capital. We can send a spacecraft to the moon, but we can't provide oxygen from one corner of the country to the national capital. All right, I think we've lost that line with Gopal Agarwal as well. We had MC Abbas as well, who is also, I believe, dropped now. We will try and connect with MC Abbas also very quickly. You know, all right, MC Abbas is with us. MC Abbas, it's all very well to blame the centre, but, at the end of the day today, yes, the High Court has made certain stinging observations, but just take a look at what the High Court has been saying of the Delhi government over the past 1 week, that our conscience is shaken. It is not a time to become vultures. They have gone on to say that put your house in order. If you can't manage, tell us. We'll ask the central government to take over. Can't let people die, MC Abbas. These are some of the stinging observations that have been made by the very same High Court.
Madhav Saab, I've been mourning the loss of my good friend Chetan Singh, who was a regular political analyst on many of your shows. It's very unfortunate. My heartfelt condolences to him and the family. I know Times Network has been a great support in finding and helping getting a hospital. Nevertheless, the gamble between the state and the centre, unfortunately, lives are being lost. Chadda, the MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party and national spokesperson, on one end, there's been only a paper allocation. A High Court observation makes that if the state cannot handle power on the centre, there's another observation coming in, 490 metric ton to be immediately organized to the party. But nevertheless, I really request with folded hands, sir, to please stop this politics. The state or centre, please save lives. The way the dime a dozen people are dying, not just in Delhi, but here in my city of Bangalore as well, is absolutely shocking. The same plea which I made to Shri Yadiyurappa ji and Shri D.K. Shiv Kumar ji, here who are warning on COVID, I make the same plea to the central government and the state government. Here the motive should and only should be to save lives, provide oxygen, irrespectively These are the same people who voted for you, Aam Aadmi Party, or the same people who voted for Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay.
So therefore, keep politics aside, and the time today is to please go out and save lives. That is the only thing. You can later do your elections, the rallies, and all your politics.
Dr. Bagai,
Don't do
I want to
politics
bring in
with
Dr.
lives.
Bagai. Before I go across to Gopal Agarwal, Dr. Bagai, what needs to be done? You have representatives of different political parties on the panel. As a doctor, what needs to be done to resolve this supply crisis? There is a supply chain issue. I'm not going to deny that for a minute. Now, whatever is required to be done as a doctor, as someone who has been a senior healthcare professional, also been in a managerial role, what needs to be done immediately by the state and the center to resolve the current crisis? Dr. Bagai.
Okay, thank you, Mother, for asking this. I would actually like to state that there is no greater responsibility which can fall on human shoulders than to become a doctor. And we carry it with a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. We have a lot of empathy and compassion for patients. Now, what I would really like to say with regards to resolving this is, it's a local supply chain issue. We can digitalize this. We can have a completely predictive analysis as to what, gauging by the numbers and day-by-day progression numbers, we can envisage what the demand would be in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, plus or minus 5 or 10% gap. We need more tankers. We need more supply into the hospitals. The plants are being set up. What I'm really distressed is when 8 was supposed to be set up in Delhi, only 1 was. Now, this is not a political divide between any one of them. The second suggestion which I would like to make is, all the political parties in opposition, please put your hands together, make support groups, go and help out the people who are flooding the hospitals, flooding the healthcare units. It need not be a financial help. It can be a structural, moral, psychological help. Please go and see what is happening on the ground. Spend some time there with the patients and their relatives. And the third very important point I would like to make is to the Delhi government is, please go and visit the families tomorrow morning of all the people who have died in the Delhi hospitals. It will go a long way to soothe the feelings. Go and meet the doctors' families who's lost their lives in the line of duty. Please go and meet their spouses. It will help them a great deal. The scars will be permanent otherwise. And I don't want healthcare to suffer in this manner any longer.
Very, very valuable suggestions. Let me begin with Gopal Agarwal. Gopal Agarwal, there are some very concrete suggestions that have come in, but the one important message that really is coming in from what Dr. Bagai is saying is that why can't our politicians work together? Is the political divide so bad that even in such a huge time of crisis, we're only seeing politics play out, unfortunately? What about coming together, forming support groups, forming different kinds of groups to ensure that resources reach the right place? There's so much work that needs to be done on the scale of the tragedy that Delhi is just seeing today.
Madhav, I would agree to many parts of Dr. Bagai and the debate here. But I would also, because I am connected to the industry and other places also, I would just like to mention that this oxygen crisis and supply has 3 parts. That is very important for all of us to understand. One is that demand and supply. The quantity of market and the quantity of supply. The central government definitely has a responsibility of managing the total quantity of availability of oxygen and its allocation, one thing. Second important part is there are gaps between where the oxygen is produced and where it is consumed. That requires transportation, logistics, etc. That is second thing. Third is about the management and distribution within the state territorial to distribution to different hospitals within the state. These 3 things have an important part in the oxygen crisis, and the center is taking its responsibility with regard to total availability and allocation. The distribution for that, the logistic support of containers, airports, the center is working on that. But within the state, the distribution, allocation, and as well as calls from the hospitals, etc., nodal agency, how that has to be responsibility of the state. So if we do not take into, if you will ask me why the oxygen did not reach Batra hospital, why that the state will have to answer. But
Okay.
why the allocation is shortage?
No, but this is
Yeah.
You know,
So
sir,
have
we are
to-
debating this
is
now
a
on
part
the
of
same grounds
politics
for a
that
week now.
actually-
What we have to go beyond this debate also, sir. We have to go beyond this debate. If the tankers are not there in Delhi, can the centre not provide those tankers, sir, as a special case to the Delhi government because of the kind of crisis that we are
With all
seeing?
due respect to you,
Understood.
the Oxygen Express has today also transported more than 250 metric ton of oxygen. Earlier, by yesterday, 510 metric ton of oxygen was transported by the Oxygen Express. Tankers, cryogenic tankers have been imported. The airlifting by the Air Force of empty tankers is also being done. Import of 1 lakh oxygen concentrator has been ordered by the center. And then TSA, almost more than 1,000 TSA have been put, but 162 were to be done. You look into the example of Odisha. There is no crisis like this. So there is a demand because the hospitals and the state government manage their concentration or the oxygen manufacturing plant, the hospital.
Why is
What
this
the
problem not
that
seen in
Delhi
other
could
states?
not
MC
do?
Abbas, I think that's a fair question that BJP asked. Why is Delhi unable to get its act together 12 days hence? Why is it that other states do not have the kind of oxygen crisis that Delhi is seeing?
Madhav sir, let me tell you, there's been a huge oxygen crisis here in the state of Karnataka, Bangalore. I am trying from the last over 1 week for many hospitals and patients and my own relatives. I lost my uncle yesterday, unfortunately. Again, it was due to a shortage of bed. Nevertheless, coming to the oxygen supply, my hats off and salute, sir, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai Saab. The mere models can certainly not take away the noble quality what a doctor is, sir, undoubtedly saving lives. Hats off to all the doctors out there and especially you for all the inputs. That's the thing about Madhav Saab. I'd like the mode of this debate where you're finding solution. But unfortunately for the Bharatiya Janata Party, for every time there is a problem, they don't want solution. There is a problem for every problem. Respected sir, let the parties come together. No more. One life lost is, even your government goes away, it does not matter. Even if one life is saved. I think we must stop this warring factions between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party. And like Bagai Sahab has said, come together for the betterment, come together with support groups, with analysis and helping each other.
All right, on that positive note, I have to call it I have to call it an end of this debate. MC Abbas, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're completely out of time. MC Abbas, Gopal Agarwal and Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, I'd like to thank all three of you for joining us on the News Hour this evening. Certainly very, very unfortunate scenes that we've seen, heart-rending scenes in the national capital with people literally gasping for breath and losing their lives. This just cannot go on. It's gone on for far too long. Whichever government may be responsible, this is something that the citizens certainly are not going to forget. We'll have to leave it there for the moment.